Hello, welcome to Stuff and Things and That. Today we're going to be beating the classic, and today's classic is going to be The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. You can see there, came out 91, 92. It's probably about 92, 93 when I played this and completed it. Not completed it since. For the most part, I played through the first act of the game, as it were, and tend to drop off straight away for one reason or another. I'm not sure if this applies a cheat or not. I don't think it does, but hey, you're playing Zelda, your name should be Link, right? Okay, let's get in there. So we're playing this on an analog Super NT, which is, for those who know, is an FPGA device which pretty much replicates the Super Nintendo hardware, so it's about as close to real hardware as you can get without actually using the real hardware. I do have a real Super Nintendo, but unfortunately I don't have the means of capturing it, so I haven't got an OSSC or anything like that. So capturing this on an Elgato, like I say, using the analog Super NT. I could have played it on the SNES Mini Classic as well, but I'd rather, like I say, play as close to the original hardware as possible. Okay, so normal B button to slash the sword and hold it down for a spin attack. So playing this using an 8-bit DOE gamepad. It's pretty much identical to a Super Nintendo gamepad. So you've got your D-pad, your 4 face buttons and your shoulder buttons there. Very clicky, as you can hear. Once again, just purely to try and make this as faithful to playing it on the original as possible, really, for no other reason than that. So I'm sure this game has quite a number of playthroughs on YouTube. Doing this one for my own benefit more than anything else. I did debate whether to do one of the hacked versions of the game. So there's a version out there with proper orchestral music instead of the SNES chip music. There's also a version out there which changes some of the dungeons, but like I say, because it's 28 years plus since I've played and completed this, I'd rather just try it the way it was intended first of all, and then maybe if and when I complete this, I can come back and revisit it at a later date in an altered form. Don't think this is the way to go, no. Okay. So the way the classic Zelda games worked were very open world map and dungeons. And the dungeons, you kind of had a map and a compass and a key. Once you found all three for that particular dungeon, you were able to progress further. And I've gone the wrong way again. Certain parts of the dungeons were locked down unless you had the key, and the compass showed you where things were on the map in that particular dungeon. Start off with very few abilities. We've got the lantern ability there, where we can light torches, which can unlock some parts of the level. You get other things as the game goes on, like a boomerang and a bomb to help you blow open walls. But like I say, we're right at the start, so just basic. So we've got the map there now. You can use it to see your current position. And you press X for that. So let's just take a look at the map. There we go. So pretty basic stuff. You've got all the floors open for you there. Basically showing you the layout of the map. Once we get the compass, that will then start to highlight things on the map for rooms that we've not been into yet. Neat thing you can do here, push them off the side so you don't need to hit them as much. And you can also throw pots at them, which is quite neat. So this is actually the only Legend of Zelda game I've completed, and it's also my favourite. I mean, I've played some of the others like Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Breath of the Wild, but I don't know, they just don't seem to float my boat as much as this one does. Again, Breath of the Wild I've probably played the first hour or so of that game quite a number of times and just keep going back. So we've got the inventory. We can switch to a boomerang shot in there now, so if we press the Y button we can throw that boomerang, but that does use the green energy that we have there, so don't want to waste that just yet. So yeah, the 3D Zeldas haven't really appealed to me that much. Don't know what it is about them. I'm not a huge open world type person, and I think they tend to focus on open world quite a bit. And like I say, that's not really my thing. Stun him with a boomerang and hit him. Okay, that's the boss key. I think we end up having to come back to this castle later on in in the adventure, so not everything is doable and open to you right from the get-go. As you can see, the baddies respawn when you leave the room and come back, or it might just be when you leave the floor and come back. I can't remember. Not really any need to kill them again. Switch back to our lamp because we're going to have to light some torches here. So picking up a green mana. Oops. This is the spin attack, which quite effective when you're surrounded by a number of monsters. Like that, for example. Probably don't need to kill these, it's just when it's dark like this I don't want things jumping out at me, if I can help it. As you can see, the more of those lanterns that you light, the lighter it becomes in the rooms. Oops. You can see there's rubble on the left of the screen there. You can blow that up with bombs later on in the game, but we don't have them yet, so we'll see that goes up later on in the game. Simple little push block puzzles as well to get out of the room. Sounds like someone's chopping a tree down outside. Okay. And that is our first heart container, so now we have 4 life hearts instead of 3. Get more of those as the game goes on. Again, similar to the more recent ones, you can also pick up small heart containers where you have to have multiples of them before your life goes up. Okay. So we go to the map now, we see the Mode 7 in effect here from the Super Nintendo or the SNES. Mode 7 was the scaling and rotating and spinning of a flat plane that the Super Nintendo was capable of, and used to great effect there for the map, and also in games like Mario Kart to display the courses and F-Zero and that kind of thing. But, yeah, quite groundbreaking at the time. Obviously, it might look a bit dated to some today, but for the time it was pretty good. I think we'll go to Kakiro Village and call it there for the first video. Some of these are going to be longer. Just wanted to get this series started and get it uploaded. See if we can get some interest in the series and in the channel in general. What I might do is I might actually, in parallel, play the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past DX, which has the different music and the altered levels, and alternate between uploading the original version and this version. We'll see. Okay. I think we're in the village now, aren't we? Yep, okay. We're in the village now. So I will call it there. Okay, that's been part 1 of Beat the Classic Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Come back to the channel in a few days for part 2, and leave comments below. Like I say, if you're interested in seeing the DX version, like we can mirror the gameplay as it were, play this one for half an hour and play the other one for half an hour, and see where the differences are in the dungeon layout, etc. That might be an interesting thing to do. Like I say, let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. Take it easy, see you again soon. Bye.